Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how I make my salmon pasta. Firstly, I never thought salmon and pasta would go well together, considering I just never ever saw it. But since I've been seeing it a lot on social media, I thought I'd give it a try. My first attempt at this dish, it was a hot mess. Like, there was no seasoning in the sauce and the salmon was way overcooked and the skin was on the salmon, so you was physically like eating skin with the salmon and pasta, and it just didn't taste good. But I managed to bring the dish together after some practice, and here's how I made it. So all of the measurements are on the screen, and I'm also going to explain like on the voiceover. I'm still slowly trying to figure out how I want to kind of like make my YouTube channel. For example, I think voiceovers are really good because I've had a lot of people say that they would rather me do a voiceover because it's more understanding and they can learn a lot more. And then people have their own personal preference where they would rather read words on a screen, but then it's kind of hard. So in this video, I basically put them both together, as you can see and hear. So after you have seasoned your salmon, remember you can season it however you want. I did cut the salmon into dices because it's much more easier and quicker to cook. So when it comes to taking the skin off the salmon, it's really up to you. I used to cook the salmon first and then I used to just peel the skin off, but then I just found it much more easier to just peel off the skin before frying it. Adding an extra teaspoon of cajun is optional, but it will give your salmon a bit of a kick. You can either cook the salmon straight away or you can allow it to marinate for up to an hour. So now it's time to cook your salmon. In a non-stick pan, get yourself some olive oil and also some butter and allow it to melt and heat up for about a minute. Keep your heat on a medium to low because you don't want the butter to burn. Once the butter has melted and starts to bubble on a medium to low heat, add in some garlic. After this, add in your diced seasoned salmon and turn the heat to medium to high. So for the salmon, allow it to cook for around 2 to 3 minutes on each side. After around 3 minutes, you'll notice that your salmon is cooking. Just slowly turn it over so the other side can cook nice. And also make sure to keep on mixing the bottom because you don't want the garlic to burn in the oil and the butter. Once your salmon is cooked, it should look a little bit like this. If you do prefer your salmon to be a little bit more flaky and kind of overdone, then you can just keep on cooking it for another minute or two. So now on a medium heat, add in your onions. Allow them to saute for 2 to 3 minutes on a medium heat. Once your onions look a little bit like this, add in your minced garlic. Make sure to give that a good mix and cook it with the onions for around a minute. Make sure the heat now is on a medium to low. So next I'm going to add in some cream. Make sure the heat is on a low to medium because you don't want it to burn straight away. Next, I'm going to add some Philadelphia because I really want like a cheesy taste to the sauce. Make sure to give that a good mix and then adding your desired amount of cheese. I'm using a fiery cheese blend and I use around 2 handfuls. Next, I added in some spinach. It is optional to add spinach. I don't really prefer it in pastas, but it did give it a nice colour in this dish and it did actually taste pretty good. Normally though, I do cut off like the stem of the spinach simply because I don't like how it gets stuck in my mouth. Just for an extra kick so the sauce is not, tasting bland, I added some black pepper, some more Cajun seasoning and also some chili flakes as well. Don't forget at this point to actually taste your sauce and see if you need to add anything or even take things out. For example, for me, the sauce was way too spicy, so I actually added in some more cheese to balance out the heat. After this, your sauce is basically done. Make sure that throughout this time your sauce is on a low heat, and the last thing to do is adding your pasta. Make sure to give everything a good mix, and you can actually turn the heat off at this point. And here's literally how I make my salmon pasta. The dish is extremely easy and quick to make. Literally can be made within half an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The full recipe will be in the caption, so make sure you check that out. Also, don't forget to follow my social media accounts as well. They will be linked down below. There's a lot more content on other platforms which I post on. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.